So I messaged her. She's like, I'm only 16. I was like, give a fuck. No,
What?
21, I don't care.
And I've never seen that clip. I've never seen that clip. No wonder why they've been on his ass lately.
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up?
What up, it's Ahmadjay back here with another video. Today we're going to be reacting to a video by Trap University. The video is going to be on worst brothers ever. This video is going to be on basically the Tate brothers. I'm pretty sure if you've been living on a rock, you probably didn't hear about this, but if you have been hearing about this, I'm pretty sure there's stories everywhere. They have been arrested and like extradited back to the UK, I think, and the charges they're facing are heinous. Like I don't even know, the least one is probably like, and that, bro, I don't know, but they're being charged with like almost everything under like the damn sun. Jesus Christ. And I just recently heard about they're being involved with like minors. Yeah, that's all you need to know right there. And honestly, you know, them dick riding Trump didn't really help their case, because I think they were dick riding Trump when I guess Trump got elected again. I remember this whole clip when he clip of him just like talking and just praising Trump, man, polishing him, and he literally was, and Trump didn't even take his back, bro. He said he's not doing nothing. He thought Trump was gonna intervene and hold him in the United States. That's the whole reason why they came back to the United States, because I think they already knew that they're about to get like God. Let's get into the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.
So the Tate brothers went to jail.
No shit.
But that's not the point. In May 2025, the UK announced multiple charges against Andrew and Tristan Tate, which was fine for them because in February, they landed in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, after finally being able to leave Romania, but their luck ran out because just a month after they landed, the feds in Florida announced that they had launched an investigation. So I was thinking, why didn't they just leave right then and there and go to Bali and pretend to be Australian or Russia? But then I thought maybe they couldn't leave because since the feds launched an investigation, they probably would have been detained at the airport. But no, that's just what I assumed, because they actually did go to Russia before coming back to get arrested.
Whoa, brother, whoa, now you got too much dip on your chip.
And it's actually insane just how many times Andrew Tate talked about possible crimes he committed.
He thinks women have freedom.
You cannot get a girl to work for you having fun.
So the recruitment process is
The same as a PhD.
It's weird seeing this guy with hair if you weren't like already used to it. If you seen him back in like the early 2020s, then you're always used to this guy being bald. But yeah, it's crazy how he literally talked so much like in the past, talking about being the top G, talking about all these weird ass charges. I mean, talking about all these like weird ass things about, you know, girls and stuff, and it just ended up incriminating him and, you know, kind of essentially getting this nigga arrested.
You message him on Instagram. I don't mention webcam until after I've had sex with the girl. So I messaged her. She's like, I'm only 16. I was like, give a fuck. No,
what?
21, I don't care.
And this.
Arrest me.
Whoa. I've never seen that clip. I've never seen that clip. No wonder why they've been on his ass lately. They let these clips just build up. They let this nigga just keep on talking, bro. That's what you do with criminals. You just years of evidence keep building up, and then they take a move. Good God.
Perp walk me. You think I sleep with a phone full of evidence? You think I don't
wipe my phone every night? You think I'm dumb?
All right, well, let's just put this to rest right now. Because in 2026, people still believe that you can delete things off your phone for good. It's called a mobile device forensic tool. This is the hardware and software that police use to extract deleted phone data. This is not a fictional device, and it's been a thing since the 2000s. So he wouldn't even have to say he wiped his phone for the police to know he wiped his phone. Currently, for a variety of reasons, the brothers are facing over 50 charges. But we can start with...
At that point, you're just gonna have to destroy a whole phone, bro. Break that shit apart, burn it or something. Yeah, you're done.
Questioning why they publicly ran courses where the customer would earn a PhD, which stands for a Pimpin' Hoes degree.
So the recruitment process is the same as the PhD course. You message them on Instagram. The PhD course is my recruitment system.
And we know that because Andrew Tate has explained several times that he made money by luring women under false pretenses to make them work for him. And they were publicly teaching other men how to do this. And I'm not sure if they just didn't know that the P word also means
you teaching people how to be predators, essentially. I mean, I know you could just say they're pimps, but whatever he was involved in, this is basically teaching people how to be predators, basically. I mean, you're luring them in. That's predator activity.
Pandering, like the facilitation of some type of prostitution. I never understood why Andrew Tate will publicly teach people how to do this and then not suspect that anyone would accuse him of doing something more than making girls get behind the webcam. The exact method he admitted to using is one of the main ways that sex trafficking happens. Not only is it an evil way to make money and a stupid thing to admit, but it's an incredibly bold thing to build your entire online footprint around. Ever since I discovered this guy and heard him say what he did for money, I wondered, how legal is this? And if what he's explaining is legal, is that all he's doing? He said himself that 40% of the reason he moved to Romania was because women would have a harder time accusing him of SA. 40%.
Yo.
This is probably 40% of the reason I moved to Romania, because in Eastern Europe, none of this garbage flies. If you're going to go to the police and say he raped me back in 1988, they're going to say we should have done something about it then. If you go to the police and say he raped me yesterday, you say, okay, if you got physical evidence, they go, oh, well, you're a rapist. I say, no, I'm not a rapist. But I like the idea of being able to just say to do what I want.
That's almost half.
Whoa. This nigga was just so thick-headed and never thought this was just coming for him. This was just like years in the making. This just didn't come out of nowhere, bro. Damn, bro. I'm just baffled by all of this. And like how many clips you could just probably find of this nigga online, probably. Like, this nigga's weird.
Half the reason he moved to a foreign country. A very questionable thing to say under any circumstances. 40%? This must have been a big problem in his life.
Done.
In fact, according to the New Yorker, the brothers moved to Romania right after 3 women they recruited in England made accusations. But other than Andrew Tate admitting to things that might be illegal, there's also a couple very questionable videos, including one of him slapping a blonde Slovak woman really hard. And how do I know she's Slovak? Well, because in the video, when Andrew Tate told her to look at the camera and say that he beats her when she doesn't listen, he also told her to say it in proper English and not in any, quote, Slovak bullshit. And since he's gotten into legal trouble, this woman has made several videos defending him, including saying that the video of her getting slapped was just some rough role play. And
yo, bro. Yeah, this is like Stockholm syndrome type of bullshit right here, bro. Is what we at. There's no goddamn way you're defending this nigga after he literally just smacked the shit out of you on fucking screen, bro. And while somebody's fucking filming, bro. Oh man, bro. These women are like that just go on hand to just defending them. She was probably getting paid like a bag, bro. There's just only one thing I'll probably see is like there's no person that's that loyal, bro. The only thing to like those type of people's heart are just money. That's it. Money makes the world go around. If you ain't paying up, I'm pretty sure he just probably stayed paying her under the table. It ain't no pimp shit, bro.
Yeah.
I had lived with Andrew for years and years, and he would never do anything like this. I've already had to make 2 videos regarding his innocence when it came to him being called a woman beater for a video that got leaked of us 2 having a little bit of a rough role play. I had to make a video clarifying 2 videos, in fact, clarifying that he is innocent.
Sure, some people might role play like this, and there's also allegedly more videos of her appearing to be into this kind of thing, but this video is apparently from 2012, and the woman's name is supposedly Vivian, and there's a clip from 2019 where Andrew says that Vivian is 21 in 2019.
So Vivian's been with me 6 years. She's completely head over heels in love with me. She wants kids with me, everything. When I bring on new girls, I usually pair them with Vivian, because Vivian's younger. Melissa's like 28, Vivian's like 21.
So that will make her like 14 or 15 in this video. I can't deny that she looks under 30 years old right now. And in this video, Andrew Tate had a full head of hair, something he hasn't had since like the mid 2010s. And I was also a minor in 2012, so if my math is right, this woman is somewhere between 26 and 30, meaning she was definitely a minor for a majority of the 2010s. And apparently, the age of consent in Romania was still 14 at the time, but this might not even be Vivian, because there might also be another blonde woman named...
That's fucking disgusting. No wonder why he probably just figured he could just get away with that shit, because the laws over there was just disgusting. This shit still goes on in Japan. Well, I think they finally blocked that out in Japan, probably. I have no idea. Probably a quick search it will do it. But like I feel like these niggas need to change this shit overall in every type of country. This shit shouldn't even like fly. But luckily, I guess they changed that in Romania. But like 14, bro, Bro, these girls are just like not even able to like, you know, consent to anything, bro. They don't know what type of like things they're in until they grow up and just realize they got manipulated.
Irina that Andrew used to date that also came out to defend him, supposedly. And there's another blonde woman that came out to defend him, but this one appears to have an Australian accent, so she's not the girl from the video. But Tate mentioned a Vivian, and there was a person identified as Bibiana Hrushkova, according to Heidi Blake, a staff writer at the New Yorker that did a 9-month investigation into Andrew Tate, where she went over, quote, thousands of leaked files and several interviews. She also got access to a lot of messages and records from his War Room account. And according to Blake, a girl named Bibiana, whether she's the one from the slap video or not, agreed to work for Andrew Tate as a webcam girl when she was 17. But like I said, there's a bit of confusion online about the women because there's an Irina and a Vivian that look a bit similar, so the age of the woman or girl in the video is disputed and she might not even be Vivian, but for sure, this woman in this video claims to be the woman who got slapped, and she also said that it was just roleplay. But this is such a weird case that you never know what else is going to come out. I do know that a lot of what the brothers are being accused of, several influencers have also been accused of things similar. I even made a whole video about a big streamer being accused of signing girls to 360 OF contracts where he keeps at least 70% of the earnings. Jack Doherty has been accused of a similar thing, and recently, the guy who accused Clavicular of doing it was himself accused of being involved in sex trafficking.
Oh, I literally just seen a video of that dude. Some one prominent like dude I follow on like not YouTube, no, Instagram. And his name is Goob. He's exposed a lot of people over the fitness community, and he exposed that guy.
Or at least being at parties where it was taking place, and although I haven't seen much proof of that being true, it doesn't seem out of the ordinary when you're in these circles where women are being paid or in some way benefiting from being at a certain party or on a certain stream, because all of that invites the women who do a bit more depending on how much they benefit. And most of that, especially what these guys were accused of, is not against the law, but the Tate brothers were doing stuff like this way before anybody ever cared about streaming. In 2014, when they were really getting started, the modern influencer barely even existed yet. I say what we call an influencer today didn't start until Kylie Jenner in like 2016.
Just to think they were like innovating this type of dirty, weird shit back in the day and were steps ahead of this. I'm glad this came back to bite them in the ass. But like they thought they were like on the cusp of just like being ahead of everything by just like move to Romania, and Romania ended up being your downfall of you getting arrested the first time.
So being in this industry since back then, Andrew and his brother could have easily slipped into some shady legal territory, but I do know that one of the main reasons the Tate brothers prefer Romania is because it's kind of corrupt. But it's not really the crime that surprises me, it's just how bold they were. Being quoted, calling your own business a scam is either an elite level of self-awareness and honesty, or a very arrogant way of saying, so what? It's a scam, but you can't stop me. Which is allegedly pretty much what they both said, and apparently the allegations also include stuff that happened after the initial arrest in Romania, because according to a woman named Brianna in LA, Andrew Tate gave her a concussion in 2025, which is years after everything came out, because they got arrested in 2022, but somehow this woman said she was unaware of the media coverage about Tate. So being on the internet and dating him in 20...
How are you unaware of this? Well, honestly, just probably takes a quick search of his name. Honestly, if you think this person is famous or not, and if he probably admit that he's famous or not, and has this money, wouldn't you just search him up or be a little curious? I keep forgetting, some people are kind of dumb, especially, you know, you being with a person. Don't you want to know like some shit about a person that you're with?
2025. She never even once Googled his name. Did she even know he was famous, or did she just think he was some bald guy with a lot of money? Did she not follow him on social media? I just don't understand how someone with over 600,000 followers, clearly an influencer, could date Andrew Tate without having heard anything about him. Seems like the brothers only date women who are easily manipulated, but an account like the one given by Brianna is probably one of the main reasons people who support the Tate brothers believe they're innocent, at least of the most heinous crime they're being accused of, because it's pretty hard for me to believe she didn't know anything about him. But it goes both ways, because if the Vivian woman defending him was a teenager when they were dating, then everything she says has the same level of suspicion as an influencer in LA who's never heard of Andrew Tate. I don't know. All I know is that they're either stupid, evil, or both. But that's all I got now, man. Shout out to everybody in the Discord, everybody that pulled up to the Twitch streams. I am streaming more now on Twitch.
Yeah, bro, this whole case is just about to be like open and shut, because if they have been just watching this nigga for years and this like leak stuff, a whole bunch of like stuff that they're just getting into, bro, I say the Tate brothers are screwed, bro. Like they thought they were just ahead of the game, just like moving all differently because it was years back. But if this shit was just, if them moving to Romania and him getting into like this illegal shit. Now the legal stuff that was like not legal in the US and legal over there in Romania at the time, that just makes you even more sicker. Like, and then yeah, that girl's, yeah, no wonder why she got manipulated a little bit easier. I'm not trying to say nothing, but I'm just saying, like, no wonder why she kind of got manipulated a little bit more easier than others. Because, like, how are you not trying to focus on who you're, you know, being involved with? Don't you, like I said, don't you want to know more about this person? And you having 600,000 followers and being an influencer, and this guy coming out of nowhere with more clout than you, more money than you, don't you want to know where that money came from? Don't you want to know who he is? How do you not search his name up? I feel like there's too much resources to avoid not searching up a person's name. Google AI come up, Siri, I'm pretty sure she had that, but like, just not thinking in your head about that shit. But yeah, overall, I think this nigga's screwed. Let me know what you guys think about the situation. Do you think the Tate brothers are screwed and everything's finally coming back to haunt them? Let me know in the comments. Go check out the Trap University's original video. It'll be linked in the description. And we are on the road to 900. So if you want to be along with me on this journey, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?